Hi guys, it's Isabella here and welcome back to the channel. So, you guys are clicking on here, you know what the deal is. Today we're going to be talking about TikTok live stream scams. Is it a scam? Is it not a scam? What's going on? So if you guys do or don't know, I've talked about many different things on the TikTok live streaming world. So we have covered the makeup live streams, we covered the pearl live streams, and I'm kind of slowly getting through and seeing if they're worth it or not. Now, here's the dealio. I'm with this series, honestly, purchasing them myself because I want to know if they're worth it or not. And so today we are covering the wig TikTok lives, and I want to talk about the situation. Is it actually good? What I got in the mail and what I personally have found out about these lives. So before I hop into today's video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell button down below. My merch, vlog channel, and podcast are in the description below. And now let's get into it. Hi everyone, hopping in here because I really want to talk about something that has been an absolute game changer for me. So here's the deal. I am working on preparing to move to a new place, and I'm very excited. There's a lot going on, and with that, you guys know, moving is a lot of work. And if I can find anything I can that can help alleviate some stress and keep myself organized, and especially my finance in check, then I would love that. And that's where Rocket Money comes into play. So if you guys don't know, Rocket Money is an all-in-one platform that can help you managing your finances while also helping you save more and spend less. So with moving, I know that there's certain things I'm gonna have to cancel before I move, because the last thing I wanna do is overpay for something that I'm not even using because I don't live here anymore. And with that, I was so happy because Rocket Money has everything completely organized for me. So I know when my subscriptions are happening, how much I'm spending, and what to pretty much expect. So I was able to figure out what I need to cancel and keep going with my day. Rocket Money also helps a lot with your credit score monitoring, which is really great and I really like being in the loop of what's going on with my score. And additionally, another really amazing feature that I love that I have personally utilized before is they help you negotiate your bills. All you have to do is submit a file of one of your bills. I submitted my phone bill, and they're able to negotiate it down for you and do all of the work for you, which is wonderful. They've made my life a lot easier, and they provided a service that has helped me out when it comes to moving and just everyday life. If you guys are interested in starting with Rocket Money today, all you have to do is go to rocketmoney.com/Isabella or scan the QR code up here and get started with managing your finances today. Thank you so much to Rocket Money for helping me immensely when it comes to my next move. And now let's get into today's video. Let's talk about the TikTok live stream stuff. So you guys have probably scrolled through TikTok and have seen a different promotional things, and there's so many of them. There's many that I want to test out and talk about and see if they're worth it or not. But I have seen many different brands and companies that have been really pushing their products on TikTok live streaming. TikTok live streaming is honestly an incredible way for small businesses to promote their products. It is a great way to utilize the algorithm and so much more. And so I love when new features come out like this because it just gives a new avenue for small businesses to grow. However, with new avenues, there's also things that can pop up that are a little sketchy. So there have been these lives about wigs, right? About how there's these great affordable synthetic wigs. You can get really great quality, or they're a great, incredible price. And there's tons of different companies. So it's kind of hard to depict if this is like another problem one. I really one night was kind of scrolling and thinking, okay, what is going on with this? I need to check. So I actually sat in on a couple of live streams, and I wanted to sit in on a couple and purchase from a couple so that way I can get a feel of how this works. I sat there, and what they do is they go through and try on all these wigs. A lot of the times they actually interact with the audience. And so if the audience is requesting for a specific number, which is a number per each wig, they're able to be like, oh, hey, can you try number 20? Number 20 could be, for example, like a pink wig. And so they'll try it on, they'll show it off for you, and then they'll show you how you can purchase it. It's not like the raffle or like these scoop lives where, for example, the makeup ones is where you usually can purchase a product, or you can purchase a scoop where they scoop something and it's a mystery. This honestly is not like the virtual claw machine. This is more specifically, they show you what you can get and you can actually buy it. There's not as much mystery with it, which is what actually gave me more belief that this wasn't a big problem. So either way though, I had to check it out and test it out. I was watching and I was kind of scrolling through, and I have seen a lot of different wigs, and a lot of them honestly look pretty good. And the pricing was actually pretty decent. Now, real quickly, I'm going to go through and keep screen recording some of the shops that I'm going through. I have actually personally only purchased one synthetic wig before, which is actually from JB Hair Extensions. Now, the pricing looks very standard across many different places that I've looked at personally. And I'm also comparing this to JB Extensions, which is kind of like the foundation, because I have seen a lot of good marketing on their end, and I've purchased from them before. And looking at the pricing for the synthetic wigs, I think it's it's pretty decent, right? So pricing doesn't look too bad at all, but with these TikTok lives, they have deals. So usually they go through and they're like, oh my God, we're having this bundle or we're having a flash sale. So it's kind of another way of getting you interested and making you purchase, which is not a bad deal in general. So one of the brands that I saw that was popping up for the name of the wig was Hair Cube. So it wasn't really necessarily a name of the company that would keep posting it. There was one that was falling under the name of Hair Cube, but there was many different sellers that had the name Hair Cube in the wig. So I was wondering if that was the main distribution center. So looking through, there's a bunch of options, right? So what I decided to do is I purchased one that was from Hair Cube and another one from a different site. Real quickly though, I'll talk about, and I'll show you guys what I got. But what I want to say is some of the biggest things I noticed that were making me a little nervous about the purchasing was some of the websites look like, again, very generic tossed up websites. So there was one that I was looking at where it had a bunch of options to where it looked and appeared like the website was not fully edited and done. So it looked very just thrown up there, which is honestly a big red flag for me, because if I see something very lazily done like that doesn't really reassure me that it'll be easier to contact you if there's something wrong with the product. And another red flag as well is there's many places where I didn't see options to review a product, which again is a huge red flag for me as well, because if I can't review a product and see reviews for myself, I don't feel like the company has enough faith and trust in their product to show the reviews, and two, I just feel like it doesn't help people with purchasing and see what other people got. And so that was a bit of a problem for me. But again, I said fuck it and I purchased, okay? Now with these images, I've actually seen some of these photos and images of wigs before. All the images looked really, really good in my opinion. But again, typically what I like to do is reverse image search some of them to see where they pop up, if they're in AliExpress, if they're in Amazon, you name it. So a lot of these wigs actually popped up on Amazon, funny enough, which was really fascinating. Hair Cube popped up and there was tons of good reviews on them, which actually made me more excited to purchase from them, which was really good. So far, Hair Cube looked really good, but there were several others that I looked at that I couldn't find on Amazon, or I actually found them on AliExpress actually, and the pricing was a little bit cheaper, not too crazy cheap. There wasn't really a huge significant difference, but some of the reviews were really varying as well. So I feel like this is kind of a drop shipping situation, which is nothing inherently wrong with that. Along with my TikTok search, because I do like to do TikTok searches, I kept typing in the names of the brands and typing in scam, because I like to look at smaller creators or anyone else who's posted if there's negative reviews, if people have aired them out for scamming, you name it. So I actually really did not see a huge red flag popping up. Now, again, the website stuff was a little bit iffy, and not being able to review, not having a proper website done, that was a bit of an issue, okay? I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't recommend purchasing from websites who don't have that stuff in place. That gets me a little nervous for sure, because I feel like if they're lazily putting up a website, I don't really have that much trust in the product, right? So that was what I recommend. However, now let's get into what I got in the mail. I'm gonna try these bitches on for you, okay? Now, here's the thing. Remember, this is synthetic. They are not human hair, and I am also not a person that understands wigs for shit, okay? But I'm gonna try them on. I'm gonna show you guys what I got, and you can determine if you like it or not. Also, what I will say real quickly is you guys can check out what I did purchase in the description below and the Amazon listings that I find if you do like it, because I did find a lot. See, I really needed to start doing it where I try out all these products for you so you guys can see what I got. And I would like to also say, as I'm you guys can tell I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Thank you for supporting my channel, because supporting my channel has allowed me to just go and purchase from these places. And so if I do actually get scammed and lose money, I'm doing this for the cause, which is great. And I'm able to waste money so that way you don't have to. I got banged up. I got banged up. Look at this. First of all, I got a little thingy for it. I actually am quite surprised. This actually looks really good, because again, I purchased like a copper wig at one point and it was great. Okay. So I did not have hope, but purchasing through the live stream stuff, I was quite impressed. Okay. This is nice. I look like someone's mom. This is supposed to be bangs. It's too fucking long for my eyes. Either I have a small forehead or this is just lots of bangs, because when I move it forward, I can't see shit. Okay, so here's the dealio. The bangs are pissing me off. I did not buy one that was bangless. My bad. This is what I'm struggling with. I think this is for funsies if you want to do cosplay. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I want to throw up because it keeps touching my eyes. So it's not as soft as I would expect it. I think this is more like for costume and funsies, okay? So if you are someone that really wants to wear something like soft and out in public, this one, I just don't feel like it just feels too strong. You know what I mean? And I bought one before where it's like super soft and silky. This just feels a little too like I'm wearing a plastic, like I'm wearing shredded plastic on my head. So bad it's good. I'm either named Heidi or Cheryl. I don't know, but I mess with it. Let me take it off. Yoink! Okay, so inside of it though, I would like to show you, it does have a pretty decent, like, it's got some shape to it. And I will say it does have the hook so we can like secure behind you and make sure it doesn't fly off. I just don't feel like this is really soft. The color's really pretty. I think the bangs are a little too long for me. But you know what? It's not horrible. Would I buy it? No. That's just that's just my personal perspective, okay? And again, I'm listing other shops that I purchased from or I've heard that are really good in the description below. So if you want to get something, I've got you, because I like giving answers and solutions. I'm not trying to say something sucks and I'll give you an alternative, you know? Okay. Oh my God. This is another bang. This one's, I like it. It's actually a little softer. I'm surprised. It's softer than the other one that I purchased. Let's put it on. This is so fun. I can't believe this is what I do for a living. I risk getting my credit card information stolen and I risk looking like a f***ing idiot on the internet. Oh, get into this. I clearly can't do the bangs, but this is fun. I'm feeling fun and frisky alone in my house. This is what I'll toss on. Quality of this is actually far better than what I expected, and it's so much softer, and it's got a shit ton of hair. I actually expected this to be like half bald. Now I'm feeling it, you know? Honestly, let's take this off. We're done. Okay. Whoop. I f with her. I like this. I was actually quite surprised. Like, I'm shocked at the fact that this wasn't as bad. I got the item, okay? I got wig caps with every single wig, and it was packaged very nicely. So I didn't see any red flags, and I was very surprised by the package. So here's the deal. Final thoughts. What I want to wrap this up with is by saying, when I purchased both different wigs, I got wig caps in each of them. They were packaged really nicely. Nothing was problematic or messy or red flaggy. Like, everything was nicely packaged. So I was a little skeptical at first, but I don't think they're bad. I think if you're doing cosplay, 100% go for it. If you want to risk it with different places, you can. I would just be very adamant about checking reviews, looking them up, Googling the places, checking out if they have a way of returning, if places have return policies, because some of these places do not have return policies and some of them do, so keep that in mind. At the end of the day though, I also will say a lot of the names of the wigs, you actually can find them on Amazon as well, which actually is a little bit better because, for example, this one you can find on Amazon and it shows all the reviews and user images of people who have purchased, which helps you so much with buying it. So you can tell if people wear it actually, or if they're using it for more like cosplay and costume purposes. Hi everyone, Editing Bella here. So I really quickly want to hop on because there's a couple things I forgot to mention and I didn't want to forget telling you all. So first of all, I know I have done this before. I've actually reverse searched locations and return addresses. And with the two wigs that I purchased, I didn't come up with anything alarming. So I didn't see any alarming articles about the manufacturers. It just looks like a random manufacturer popping up in China. That's literally about it. So I didn't see any super duper crazy things that we needed to be worried about. So with this entire wig situation though, I think with the wig search, it's going to be a big gamble for you when it comes to TikTok lives because there are so many of them and there's not a lot of verification if the brand is good. So I honestly would recommend, if you want to be super safe, I would stick with Amazon, and specifically because of their priority for customers. So for example, if a package goes missing, if something's wrong, they're very adamant about making sure that their customers are taken care of. And they're also really adamant about making sure that you get your money back if something doesn't show up. So for example, let's say I purchased from a very random shop on TikTok and it goes completely south, I may not get a return or nothing. Whereas with Amazon, if I at least am able to find certain wigs or things that I want that are similar through the TikTok lives, I'm able to at least make sure that the Amazon customer service has got my back, which is great. Now, that does not mean that the companies are not good on TikTok. That doesn't mean all of them are bad. So please do not just shun this out 100% if you don't want to. I just highly recommend going out of your way to double check on their customer service, make sure that they have contact information. If they have reviews, look at that, and just be really cautious and tread carefully, you know, because you never know what could happen. So that way, if there is an issue, if you purchase through the TikTok sites, you are able to contact them. Now, again, let's say something crazy does happen if you do purchase from the companies and you're like, what the hell do I do? If a company is scamming you, and this is for literally anything, please make sure to reach out to your bank and handle that so that way you are able to file that as a scam scam or fraud and be able to do whatever you can. If there's a way to report the company or review them for the BBB, report them to the FTC, you could do all of those things and that can help you out as well. But that is all I can tell you when it comes to the wigs. My personal thought is I had one wig that I wouldn't buy again and one that I actually really thought was cute. Not for my face shape, but it was cute. So I think this is something where it's a big gamble and that's why I recommend Amazon. This is fun. This is for funsies and great. I actually think there's a lot of hair with it. I like it a lot. Will I say though at the end of the day, one of my favorite places for synthetic wigs is JB Hair Extensions? Yes. Please remember, I am a newbie with this. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just a random goofy on the internet that's testing things out to see if they're a scam or not. Okay, that's about it. What I will say is if you want to go for it, go for it. But please be cautious, protect yourself. If you can purchase through PayPal, do that. Do your research, dig into it. But so far from what I'm seeing, there's a lot of them that actually are offering products that they say. So that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed me goofing off and talking about wigs. Be very cautious, protect yourself. It is not your fault if you get scammed, but just do your research, dig into it a little bit. But I think this one may be a little bit of a fun winner. So that was it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to check out today's sponsor in the pinned comment and the description below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!